Hoping for justice. Today is the 10th of July, and I went to the local shop and saw my old manager Carrie. I avoided her when I saw her and went down another aisle, but she started coming down the aisle I went down, so I walked away again. It looked like she wanted to talk to me. I found out today that she received my letter, and she had responded to it by email. The letter was in my junk folder. Brittany told me about the email because Carrie told her. The email she sent me didn't answer any questions I asked for her to provide for me, like the superannuation details and the number and everything else. It looks like the amount she said I apparently received looks way less than what it should be for a whole year's work. This is how her email went. Hi. I didn't realize we were at the emailing stage considering we left on good terms. Before commencement of employment, it is your obligation to provide a superannuation fund via EH payroll. No super details were supplied, so your super contributions were paid into a super fund assigned by our company. During your commencement of employment, period of the 25th of May, 2024 to the 22nd of June, 2025, contributions amounting $3,453.60 were paid into Australian Retirement Trust Super Savings. That's the email she sent. I have a lot of questions. For example, why is the amount so low when I've been there for a whole year? Where is my money, and why does it show $0 in the super account? Why didn't she provide me with all the details I requested? I didn't supply my superannuation from past jobs because Carrie provided one for me, so I used that one because I thought it would have been too much hassle to change to my other one. Carrie didn't provide all the information, such as my superannuation number and all the receipts from contributions made. I feel like that email was a waste of time. I'll have to call the ATO on Monday to find out what is going on. I have to work tomorrow, then it will be the weekend and the ATO will be shut, so I must wait until Monday to sort it out. I found out that Carrie has paid small amounts of superannuation every now and then just so she can say that she has paid superannuation. White lying. On the 10th, I reported Carrie to Crime Stoppers Australia about her selling kegs of beer, which are not as labelled to the customers. False advertising. For example, she would sell a cheap beer as Swan, and that's just one example. That is against the law for a few reasons. The beer might have a different alcohol percentage, and there are other reasons too. It's the 26th today as I'm editing this, and nothing has come of the report I had made. On the 11th, Brittany rang me. I was thinking, oh my god, this is probably going to be about the ISA investigating the keg situation, but no, it was to do with one of Brittany's old cats. Brittany had another cat when she lived in Kendanup. It went missing, but some people took him and was feeding him for 3 years. On the 10th, the people took him into the Mount Barker vet because he wasn't breathing properly. They claimed he was a stray, so that they didn't have to pay for any vet costs. The vet rang Brittany from the microchip details to come in because her cat was handed in here. She got there and the vet told her she must decide to operate or let him down. She made the decision to let him down because it was recommended. The cat was on death's door. Brittany was devastated. She asked Carrie if Janine could take over her shift. Carrie said no, you must work. So, Brittany worked even though her cat just died. Brittany rang her dad right after it passed away to see if he would let her bury the cat at his property. He agreed and said he would come and get the cat for her. He also said he has a flu. On the 10th, I got a call from the Fair Work Ombudsman while I was cleaning at the school about a complaint I put in about not being paid properly from Carrie. They told me the only way they can act and get my money back paid to me is if I email my old boss so that I have everything in writing. I emailed Carrie on the 11th and asked her in a lengthy polite message over email to please back pay me. I gave her 14 days to pay it. She owes me $5,408.06, and that's without calculating the public holiday rates and weekend rates. Carrie became defensive and angry. Brittany was telling me how angry she was at work and how she burnt Brittany's food that she ordered and paid for, because she was too angry to concentrate on cooking. I received heaps of aggressive emails from Carrie. Our conversation is very long, it's 19 emails long. Carrie had threatened me with a lawyer. She said I'm a narcissist and threatened to get camera footage on me for not checking for moldy food in the cabinet at the cafe. She said I need to see a psychologist because I need help. In the end, I ended up saying to her in the emails that if she keeps threatening me, then I can also get camera footage and written evidence of her leaving the premises when the pub was still open and leaving me there with no manager's certificate. I said she can be prosecuted up to $20,000 in fines to the ISA. She complained to Brittany about all the emails I sent her, and she is acting like a victim when all I ask is for my back pay. Carrie was stressing Brittany out, trying to make her agree with her side of the story and to stop her from talking to me. Yesterday on the 12th, Brittany and I went to Kendanup to check on her dad because he wasn't answering phone calls or texts, and Brittany was worried about him because he has the respiratory flu. Before we went to IGA to get Brittany's dad some supplies for the flu. Carrie was driving into the car park as I was walking into the shops. We saw each other. I found Brittany in the shop at the registers and told her that Carrie is here, so she told me to quickly leave, so I drove and waited for Brittany behind Ray White. We must sneak around like secret lovers now in this town just to be friends. Brittany snuck around a back road, came to Ray White, and we drove to Kendanup. Brittany said her dad is on death's door, that's how bad of condition he's in. He hadn't eaten for 3 days. Brittany made him eat soup and have Panadol. I didn't go inside to see him because I couldn't be around that right now. I'm not sure why I'm doing this course for when I can't even be around emergencies and dying people. I will still do the aged care and disability course because it might take me onto a different path. When Brittany and I got back, I dropped her off on a corner of a back street. Luckily, I dropped her off down the road from the pub because at the pub all Carrie's family was there with all their cars parked, and Janine was outside at the cafe cleaning tables. I luckily saw all the cars in the distance and went down a back road to avoid them and drove home the longer way. Today is the 14th of July and I rang the ATO about my superannuation. Carrie will receive a notice to pay my unpaid superannuation. She now has 11 days, until the 25th, to also back pay me my entitlements from being underpaid with the Fair Work Ombudsman. Today Carrie rang me at 1:14 p.m, pretending to be a lawyer. She started talking about my payslips, then I recognized her voice and hung up. She used a new phone number because I blocked Carrie and all her family. I looked up that phone number she rang me from, and it was not a lawyer's number. She said originally that her lawyer was going to email me things that I apparently owe her. She rang me pretending to be the lawyer. She must think I'm stupid. I printed out a screenshot of the call log. She tried calling 3 times. I'll keep everything and use it in the future if necessary. When she called, I had a feeling it was her. She said, "Hi, is this such and such?" I said, "Who is this first?" Then she said she was a lawyer from a lawyer firm, etc. Then started talking about payslips and how she doesn't owe me anything. She broke the law by impersonating a lawyer. Carrie is scared and rattled. She doesn't have any common sense right now. She is freaking out. She's breaking so many laws and digging her own hole. I just received information from Brittany by text at 5:02 p.m. She told me that after I blocked the fake lawyer, Carrie, that apparently she tried to message me pretending to be the lawyer, claiming that I owe Carrie $11,800 for overpayments and storage, whatever that is supposed to mean. Apparently, the lawyer's name is Rachel and is from a law firm called Haynes Robinson. I printed out the message that Brittany sent me as more evidence against Carrie. On July the 15th, Brittany and I went to Denmark Tavern for brunch. I received an email while I was there, and Brittany is my witness because Carrie claimed I sent the email to myself. The email was of Carrie impersonating a lawyer trying to intimidate me and make me pay her money. In the email she said I have 48 hours to contact her, or she will take things further. I emailed the real lawyers who she was impersonating. She used those lawyers in the past for other cases. So she assumed they would back her up, or whatever delusion she thought. The real lawyers emailed me back. They knew it was Carrie that I was talking about, which confirms to me that they know she is dodgy. The email the lawyer sent was urgent and they wanted me to contact them ASAP. I rang them at 1:54 p.m., and the lawyer I talked to sounded quite mad at Carrie. He just wanted me to confirm to them that it was her impersonating them. The lawyer on the phone said they are going to ring Carrie urgently. He did not sound happy at all. Carrie told Brittany the following day that I made the fake email and emailed myself to frame her. In her email to me, there were so many grammar errors and contradictions of her communication. I could tell it was not written by a lawyer. It looks like her writing, the way it's structured. Today, the 17th of July, I went to Albany for an orientation of a primary school to do cleaning at. The cleaning coordinator there is booking me in to clean for 2 weeks, starting on Monday. She also wants me to help her clean some Airbnbs on the side during the day for extra money. I am so grateful. It's good timing because I am struggling again for money. I also am cancelling the aged care and disability course because they are expecting me to do group activities, but I don't have anyone to help me do the activities. I thought it would all be assignments and assessments. It's not my life calling anyway, even though many people have told me I should do aged care, because I'm caring and empathic. All of Carrie's attempts at calling and emailing me have stopped, so I wonder if she got a warning by the lawyers to stop contacting me. She now has 8 days to back pay me all my entitlements, before I contact the Fair Work Ombudsman. Brittany told me that Carrie told her that Carrie must pay the lawyer over $7,000 in fines for impersonating a lawyer. Who knows if that is true though, because Carrie said it. It's now the 26th of July. I've been really financially struggling recently, and I currently only have $235 to my name, which I can't spend because my car repayment will come out. I'm also over $6,000 in debt for my credit card and car debt that I'm still paying off. Jack, the guy I am living with, is very generous and has helped me out by buying food and petrol for me. He isn't a narcissist like I was suspecting when I first moved here. He is nice. I like him, he's a sweetheart. I feel a bit like I'm a leech right now because I literally have no money. I am grateful to Jack. Carrie is trying to get Jack against me. Apparently if he goes to Top Pub, she will try and set him against me. She is blaming me that he doesn't go there anymore. I gave Carrie 14 days to back pay me. Yesterday on the 25th, I rang the Fair Work Ombudsman and told them that she refused to pay me, so the Fair Work Ombudsman have sent the information onto an investigation team, who will try and get her to pay me back. If they don't, then I will have to take Carrie to the Small Claims Tribunal Court and try to get her to pay me. I have been working as a cleaner at 2 schools, and they pay every fortnight, so I have to wait to get paid. I worked a lot, so I'm hoping it's a good paycheck. I have a job interview on Monday at the local chemist. If I get the job there, then I will have to see Carrie, her whole family, and my evil family too. I am brave, so they can just get over it. I'm allowed to work where I want. Why do I have to feel driven out of town when I did nothing wrong, except stand up for my rights? A funny thing I found out yesterday is, the cleaning manager at one of the schools was a cleaning supervisor in Katanning at a shopping centre when I worked there. We both don't remember each other, but she remembers my ex-boyfriend. Isn't it strange how the universe brings people back into orbit of each other? The last few days, I have seen rainbows every day. Yesterday was a double rainbow, and it lasted for about 10 minutes. To me it's a sign from God that good things are coming on the horizon. I just need to trust Him. Brittany and I have found a new secret spot to hang out and catch up where Carrie and her family won't see us. It's at a petrol station in a secluded dining area. I'm going there tomorrow to catch up with her. Brittany has been getting bullied by Carrie. She is now the new scapegoat. I knew it would be her turn eventually. She was being used as a flying monkey, but Carrie doesn't need her anymore, so she is using her as a punching bag now. Jack and I are seeing each other again, as in having sex. It really is the best I've ever had and keep having. He is so gorgeous. It's weird how I overlooked him in the past and wasn't that interested, but then I started to like him. He's a computer nerd and likes aviation-related stuff. I am a bit weirded out about how he has so much in common with my long-term ex I had. The universe is either putting me in a similar situation because I haven't learned a lesson yet, or is giving me a second chance at love. Jack hasn't asked me out or taken me out anywhere, so I'm not sure if he likes me that much. I know I'm probably being used, but I guess I'm kind of using him too by living here. I do like him though, and I wish he liked me back the same way. Sometimes I feel like I'm being punished by him for what his exes did to him. He doesn't compliment me ever, but I give him compliments. He was open and receptive, and still is a bit. I don't want him to go cold towards me like my ex used to do to me. It really hurts to be given the cold shoulder. It's the loneliest feeling. Today is the 28th of July and Centrelink suspended my payments because apparently I didn't tell them I was working a new workplace when I did tell them. All I did was cleaned at a second school, but used the same education number, so I assumed it's the same job. Anyway, today the local school asked me to do 7 hours this week, so I'll be doing that and also cleaning at the other school in Albany all week. I had a job interview today at the chemist. It's full-time. I get my uniform and meet everyone on Thursday morning, so it looks like I have the job. I am so happy and it's good timing. I tried to cancel being on Centrelink online, but there's no button for me to do that, which means I have to ring them, and I can't be bothered. I'll probably go into the Centrelink in Albany and cancel it then. I still have hardly any money right now and I can't buy any food. Brittany offered me money, but I don't like taking money from people if I can help it. I am grateful to have good people in my life. It eases my anxiety just knowing I'm not all alone like I was in Melbourne. I'm hoping that Jack will commit to me soon because I like him a lot. If he doesn't, then I'll have to start pulling my energy back. It's raining and hailing today, and I'm writing in this book while I wait to go to my cleaning shift in Albany. I told Jack about the new job opportunity at the chemist and he's so happy for me. He helped me get the cleaning job, which I am so grateful for, but the chemist job will be a lot better on my body. It's less pay, but I don't have to strain my back. Cleaning all the desks in the kindy classrooms are so bad on my back because they are so low down to the ground and I'm 177 centimeters tall. Yesterday on the 1st of July, 2025, was my last day cleaning at schools. The cleaning manager in Albany gave me a chocolate as a thank you for my hard work. I start my new full-time job at the chemist on Monday. I am not even nervous about my new job. I guess I'm so used to changing job that it doesn't faze me anymore. Yesterday, also on the 1st of July, 2025 at 11:02 a.m., the Fair Work Ombudsman rang me to find out the gross figure of what Carrie owes me, but Jack and I are still working on the spreadsheet to figure it all out. There are 55 pay slips to go through, and we have to work out what she was paying me as a casual and as a hospitality permanent. Everything is all over the place. Jack has been doing all the work for me. He's been so nice to me, and he even fixed my Android Auto in my car. It looks like so far that Carrie owes me around $10,000, but we shall find out when it's all done. Carrie should have just paid me the figure I first asked for, and I would have let all this go, but she wanted to refuse paying me, so now she might end up paying more to me. The Fair Work Ombudsman will call me again on Wednesday at 8 a.m. asking if I have the gross figure, so he can ask Carrie. That should be plenty of time to finish the spreadsheet. Once the spreadsheet is done, I can give a copy to Brittany to use as a template for when she asks for back pay. It has all the rates filled in to make it easy to calculate. I got paid $900 from cleaning on Friday, which has to last me up to 2 more weeks because I get paid fortnightly and I get paid on Fridays. That's pretty good pay. I was struggling so much I only had $80 in my bank account. My next pay from my cleaning work will be bigger, which I get in 2 weeks. Even though I quit, the pay system is delayed and weird. I still haven't got my tax refund back, it's still processing. It will be good when I finally have money and can relax. I always pray to God to help me with my finances and to provide for me. I always have just enough, no matter what. Brittany left W. yesterday and travelled to Melbourne by plane with her father and her brother. They went over there for her grandmother's 90th birthday and to also meet family she hasn't met yet. I've given up with Centrelink. The job seeker department told me they can buy me shoes or anything I need for my new job. I would get them to buy me new shoes, but then I have to ring Centrelink and deal with them. I would rather buy my own shoes and claim them on tax instead. The job seeker department still want to work with me and keep me on the books for 6 months during my probation period of my new job. That's good, I think. Today is the 6th of August and I am so annoyed because the caseworker from the Fair Work Ombudsman called me and asked for the gross figure owed to me, which I gave to him. He didn't believe me that I went through all the pay slips and got that figure. He didn't even want to check the evidence of my calculations. The caseworker told me they are only a service, and pretty much that they don't really care. He said he is going to get Carrie, my old boss, to also do her calculations, and he will call her back in a few days for her calculations of the gross number of underpayments that she owes me. Jack and I figured out she owes me a total of $12,559.67. I started my new job at the chemist on Monday the 4th. It has been good so far, and I am good at my job. I had to see all my enemies come in to get their prescriptions. I saw Carrie, her mother, most her family, and also my auntie, which I had attempted to get a restraining order on in the past. She can't get me fired at this job, because everyone knows both of us, and she has to act nice. She was nice to my face. I think it is funny how God makes your enemies your footstool. She would have been feeling so much hate when she saw me and being forced to be nice to me. There is another ex-employee of Carrie who is also trying to recover his underpay, so I'm not doing this alone. Jack has been cold with me again lately and giving me breadcrumbs, so I am planning on finding a rental and moving out hopefully. It's still tough trying to find a rental in this economy right now, but I will trust and believe in God and His miracles. I need to move out. Jack is taking a toll on my mental health just by treating me like I'm in the background and not even worth anything. He doesn't even want to be seen with me in public, so I will move out when I get a chance. It's winter and it is freezing in Jack's house. It's an old asbestos building with just an air conditioner. I cry a lot because of Jack. He triggers my old wounds of being invisible and unloved. I need to get out of here. I keep telling myself that this too shall pass. He doesn't come to bed and doesn't even touch me, on the occasion that he does come to bed. It's always me making any effort for affection. I just can't live with other people. I need my own house for me and my cats and clear my mind, and get my confidence back that these evil spirits keep taking from me. I am happy Jack did the spreadsheets for me, but he is so cold and distant. It hurts my heart